And don't just create a video or a piece of content and throw it up on YouTube and hope it works. Give yourself the best chance to rank for it, and you will do a lot less work, and you'll garner a lot more video views and a lot more targeted subs that will buy your potential Udemy courses and buy and watch your other content to make you more money. So now I'm going to give you a run through of TubeBuddy and using Keyword Explorer and why you should use this to front load your keywords in your title and also front load your keywords in your description. Now, this comes right from YouTube. If you go into the new beta studio, it will literally tell you word for word front loading your keywords, and this is straight from YouTube. Front loading your keywords basically meaning if you put them in the more towards the beginning of your title and more towards the beginning of your description, meaning probably like the first like couple words of your title. Obviously, if they're in your title, they're going to rank anyway, but the more they give more weight to the actual keywords that are more front-loaded in your title and the keywords that are more front-loaded in your description than they do overall in the overall title or overall description, right? It still helps rank, but obviously they're talking about front-loading means more. So for specifically, that means like the first couple words of a title and maybe like the first paragraph or first line or two of your actual description. So what I like to do is I'll use TubeBuddy especially for my title, but also to throw keywords in my description. Now, if we go back to, videos that I've created recently, let's go to like OA and like secrets to scaling any business. That didn't do that well, but obviously it's evergreen, so it will pick up a bunch of videos, a bunch of views over the long haul, right? So you'll see like I forget the exact keyword that I was looking for here, but I wrote a ridiculous amount of, of keywords in my description, right? With a lot of them being front loaded in the first one. And this is something I learned from Graham Stephan actually by taking his premium course on YouTube. He literally talks about why would you not go after potential keywords ranking in your description? So the whole reason I'm telling you this, and I do that here as well if you want to look through that one, and a lot of my newer videos, because you want to give yourself the best chance to rank, right? So what I'm trying to say is use TubeBuddy Keyword Explorer to find those keywords that are more weighted in your advantage, right? So let's think of a random example, right? Let's go to like diet food. I don't know why diet food. That's literally the first thing that popped in my mind because I'm drinking a Diet Coke right here. So not that Diet Coke's it's not a diet food, but let's just roll with it. That popped in my mind. So we'll go like diet food, right? And that's probably gonna be a bad keyword, okay? It's going to show you exactly what pops up. It says poor, the same thing that we were looking through in the search results on the side. Same thing popped up, only this is exactly targeted, and it's also going to suggest you other, good examples. So this is 100% free, by the way, too. If you guys want to grab TubeBuddy, the Keyword Explorer is 100% free. You don't have to actually pay for the TubeBuddy service. You can just sign up for free and then use Keyword Explorer. If you do want to upgrade later, I'll drop an affiliate link directly above this video, and that will obviously invite you to join TubeBuddy. Like I said, you can go through that affiliate link. You don't have to purchase it. And then if you decide to purchase it in the future, I get an affiliate commission. Obviously, that's much appreciated, but you can just stick with the free service. You don't ever have to pay for it, and you still can use Keyword Explorer. So what I'm trying to say is this is going to show you exactly it's poor, right? So there's a high amount of search volume for diet food, but the competition is ridiculous, although you can optimize it for optimization strength if you go a little bit better. So let's go some of the other related keywords. So let's try like diet, food. Let's go best diet foods. Best diet foods for summer. Obviously a little bit more targeted, right? So let's find out for this. So this is still very, very poor, right? It doesn't have as much search volume, and it's also very much competitive. So let's go like the number one diet food this year. And you can play around with this and find good weighted keywords, and you'll start to notice that some of them really, really hit, and there's a lot of search volume and not as much competition for them, and those are keywords that I'm going to put into Word, right? And then I'm going to try to figure out, maybe I'm going to go through like 10 to 20 keywords, and don't sleep on this, guys. I know a lot of people focus on spending like an hour or two creating their video and an hour editing their video, right? And then they don't focus on the title or the thumbnail or any of the keywords in the description. And it doesn't make any sense to me because yes, I get the fact that you made the video, you want to get it out there, you're excited about it. Trust me, I go through the same process. But you need to take a deep breath. You need to go through these exact things because it's going to give you a lot better chance to rank your video, which is going to do so much more for your video over the long haul. You got to bring in that evergreen traffic, and this is the way to do it, right? So let's try to find a little bit better. Diet food's probably a bad example because it's super competitive, I'm sure. So let's go back to the online arbitrage. I know I always do that, but it's something that I know a lot about. So let's go online arbitrage. Is obviously going to show you it's a bad example. It's fair, right? Somewhat search volume, but it's pretty competitive and there's not that much optimization strength. So what you want to do is then you want to go like online arbitrage with Amazon FBA. Very, very good. Boom. And there's a decent amount of search volume, there's barely any competition, and there's a great amount of optimization strength. So what then I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that, right? And I'm going to put that in my Word document. I'm just going to come down and add like maybe 10 to 20 of these really good weighted. Sometimes I'll go with like medium ones that are in like yellow into light green, obviously. But more ideally, you want them all the way up. And then what I do, right, is I'll go through and I'll basically, this was perfect. I hit on it. So I'm going to make my title with this probably in the beginning, right? And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to come up with like 10 to 20 other ones and I'm going to put them all in the description. Like I showed you those long descriptions. I'm going to write out a description like that. Take, 5 to 10 minutes of your time max, and it's going to do wonders for your videos over the long term and bring in targeted traffic, because you don't just want subs, especially when you're trying to monetize your content for passive income. You don't just want subs and you don't just want views, right? You want targeted subs and targeted views. The whole point being, if you're going to potentially sell your Udemy courses in your YouTube description, or you're going to potentially sell any other content or monetize for that, you want quality subs and quality viewers, and this is the way to do it. So what I'm going to do then is let's come up with like one more, just to give you an example. I won't waste your time with it. I'm not going to continue doing this. I highly recommend that you go through the link above, download the TubeBuddy and use Keyword Explorer, start playing around with it, and you'll find out for yourself just how valuable it is. So let's go like online arbitrage tutorial. We'll go Amazon online arbitrage tutorial. Amazon online arbitrage tutorial, right? A little bit more longer tail, some other keywords in there. Excellent, right? So decent amount of search volume. It could be a little bit better, but there is literally no competition for this, and the optimization strength is 100% there. So then what do? We come in, we copy this, and we're going to put it right here, right? And then we're going to continue to go down and find a bunch of other good ones and very good ones and put them all into we're going to figure out which one's probably the best, and then we're going to, depending on if we can create a video around that based on the title or the keyword that we're talking about, and that's a suggestion that I'm going to suggest to you in the future, right? You want to create your titles and your thumbnail first. You don't have to, but it will really go a long way to help you out, and we'll talk about that more so in the future. But let's say you already created your video, then obviously you're going to select the best one that fits the best with your video, and then just make a title around it, right? Then you're going to take all the other ones that you came up with, put them in your description. Obviously, don't just like list them there, but you want to kind of just write them in. Your description doesn't have to read like a freaking, book, and it's got to be well written. It just has to make sense, and then, you want to fit your keywords in there as best as you can, right? And then guess what you're also going to do, right? You're also going to take these keywords and you're going to put them in your tags when you're uploading your video. And that's how you do it, guys. That's how you get the most bang for your buck. These are two great keywords that are going to bring a lot of traffic because nobody's competing over them, right? So if anybody at any point in time this entire year comes through the search bar on Amazon, or not on Amazon, on YouTube, the second biggest search engine in the world, just behind Google, guess who's going to pop up for that search term? The video that I create on that, right? So that's how you use it. I highly recommend that you go ahead and use the Keyword Explorer, and don't just create a video or a piece of content and throw it up on YouTube and hope it works. Give yourself the best chance to rank for it, and you will do a lot less work, and you'll garner a lot more video views and a lot more targeted subs that will buy your potential Udemy courses and buy and watch your other content to make you more money